working from one elevation or section. You need to finish this first. Okay, so finish this first. So eventually, I make this drawing. Take a look at. I roughly make this one. So eventually, I make this one look like this. I make this drawing. I mark down the vanishing point, VP. Vanishing points. Everybody, please take a look at. Okay. Okay. So this one, I moved. I moved it from here. Take a look. This is elevation. Okay. So roughly meter to back VP. So now final, this one supposed like this part. Okay. Take a look at. And we have a we have to show detail like this part eventually, which is like this part. See that? We have to make this. We have to make this, and this is a structure. Here's a structure. And here I get a sink, two sink. Maybe we can see pipe. And this is mirror, and we can see light. Okay. So which is final, this part, like that. How can I make it? So to make it, this one. Okay, so I have this one. I have this drawing. So this is 1/4 inch scale. Everybody take a look at the screen. This is 1/4 inch scale, 1/4. You can use a copy machine. You can use a copy machine, enlarge 200%. 200%. This is too small. I enlarge it to 1/2 inch scale. 200%. That's exactly 1/2 inch scale. Okay. 1/2 inch scale. After 1/2 inch scale, I lay out. Take a look at my layout. My layout. So this is eventually I'm working from this one. Eventually. Okay, but I have a floor plan. Floor plan here. So floor plan, you decided where you wanted to, where you want to make your cut. So floor plan, you can decide. You can cut from anywhere from your bathroom. From here, you need a cabinet. Okay, cabinet. So you can cut exactly middle from your vanity. Okay, or if you want to show more detail, if this depend on if you want to show more, if you want to show more this one, so you can cut a little bit more if you want to see more. Okay. Or you can exactly cut from sink. Or this time I decided I can exactly cut from sink. Take a look at. I cut from sink. I exactly have. So later section view I can show sink. So now what I'm going to do, first step, I decide. Take a look at. I cut here. You can cut anywhere. I cut from here. I have this blue line. Okay, I show from here. See that? Okay, I cut here. I'm going to show, I cut from here. And also, you have to determine if this one-point perspective, you have to determine where is the vanishing points. You can mark down anywhere vanishing points. So this time vanishing points I want above. I suggesting the above roughly 4.5. Okay, 4.5. Okay, you don't have to show very tall. So roughly, so this time we use a half-inch scale. Half-inch scale. So roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Roughly 4.5. 4.5 roughly is here, a little bit lower perspective. So this make people more comfortable. You don't have to shoot like this. Don't do that. Okay, little bit relax. Okay, 4.5, 4'6". I decide 1, 2, 3, 4, 4'6". Okay, 4'6" roughly here. Okay, so I determine here's a VP. Vanishing points. Okay. So next step, I have this line. So make sure you make a line. Take a look at. You are going to make a line vertical from this one. Vertical. Take a look at vertical. All the way down. All the way down. See? All the way down. Keep going. So please take a look at screen. Okay. You don't have it working. So all the way down. So this line you can pick up. So now we go back to floor plan where your station point, SP station point, okay, station point, you can pick any point along this line. I can stand in here. If I give you a camera, you take a picture. You can stand here. You can stand here. You can stand here. Where you want to show? I want to see this side. Take a picture. I can stand here. I can stand in here. I can stand in here. Where you want to stand? You decide. Okay. So this time I decide I stand on the corner. I use wide angle camera. I stand here. I stand from this corner. See? From here, I mark down. So this point, which is SP. Unfortunately, I can use this one. So this is station point. That's SP. Oh, you cannot see. SP at the corner. I write on SP. And at this point, this is VP. This is a vanishing point. Okay, so vanishing points. See, VP, vanishing points. So typical first step, what are you going to do? You are going to transfer. First step, you transfer your floor plan. Transfer your floor plan to here and first. To here, take a look at. I transfer my floor plan to here first. Okay. Yep. I transfer floor plan. Okay. So this one from here, interior towards here. Okay. I have this line from here, and also floor plan. I transfer. I working from here, and also this, I working even I cannot see this corner. I still show this corner. Okay. I need working for floor plan from here towards VP. So now take a look at it. I get it. So now take a look at it. I have this one. I just make a line towards here. And also, it is okay. Okay, so how can I determine this point? Take a look very carefully. How can I determine this point? Is it here? 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 Which point? So, go back to station point. I have this line, blue line, this one. Take a look at station point connected to here, to station point. to here. I connected to station point. So it's just a block. I connected to SP. I marked down my station point from here to here. Then transfer line. Find a point from here. See that? Then from station point connected to this corner, this point. Okay, oops. To here. Perfect. I have point here, point here, and here, point, these 2 points. So now I'm going to transfer these 2 points up. Okay, transfer these 2 points up from here. Vertical line must be vertical. Must be vertical. Okay, somewhere here. Then this point, take a look at up here. So now perfect. I have point here, connect here, here. So this line, which is here. So now I'm working for horizontal line. I use a parallel bar from here to here. Perfect. This line, I connect this line. Then now I get this is edge for this little part. This little part. How about this part? This part I keep continue here towards this point. How can I find this point? So this point actually I need to connect from here. Take a look at this point connected to station point. Connected to station point. SP. Connect here to here. See this corner? I have new point here. New point here. This point. Then that point. Move up. Take a look at here. Perfect. It's here. I find a point here. Then I make a horizontal line. Horizontal. Okay. I make a horizontal. So now I need to connect from this point. From here connected to VP. Take a look at here towards VP to validation point. Okay, we have point here. So now I gotta over. I don't care about this point. So here's door. I care about this space. Okay, now I need to determine. Take a look at. I'm going to working for this one, and also where's this one? I have this corner. Take a look at. I make a horizontal line here. Floor. Floor. And how can I determine? So this is a vanity. Vanity. How can I determine vanity? Vanity, you can working from here or another choice. You have two choices. You just direct transfer. Transfer from here. Transfer from here. Down to here. Then you connect to VP. Okay, so this part, which is your vanity. Yeah, see, this is a vanity area. Vanity, vanity. How about here? How about this shape? Okay, so this shape, okay, this shape actually is here. We can find it from here. So now, if I'm working for this vanity, take a look at. I'm going to. You can retrace this shape. Retrace. I'll use the red color. So this part, this is. I make like this. Okay. I make this full vertical. Okay. So now this is a top, countertop. Okay, so now I need to connect it to from this edge towards end point. Okay. I use this one behind. Take a look at. Okay. So this is my vanity. So I make this line towards vanishing points. Then this line here connected to vanishing points VP. Then from here connected to VP, vanishing points. Okay, button, this line connected to vanishing points. Okay, so the issue is where to stop. Okay, take a look at. This is my vanity. Where to stop here? If you want to stop here, take a look at floor, blue line, floor. I'm going to, so that's indicated the countertop, granite countertop maybe, from here, connected to here, see? Then, this is a pushback. I can do a little bit. Then connected to VP. This will connected to vanishing points. Okay, I have a point here. Later I can zoom in from here down. Okay, and then horizon. I just use this one here. Okay. So now I have this vanity. So this is a, take a look at. This is a countertop. This is a section. I cut from here. This is a section connected to VP. And this is floor plan. Transfer from floor plan. Then I can give it thickness. So this panel I can give it thickness. Give this thickness. Okay, and the back wall. And the next step, I'm working for this part. This is a mirror. Okay, mirror. First, I retrace the shape. This one mirror. Okay, mirror. Then here, this shape. This shape like this. Structure. I add a structure later. Okay. Oh, and also a little bit of baseboard. Oh, not baseboard. The backsplash. A little bit. Anyway, I'm working this first. This one. Okay, so this one connected to validation points. I put this paper behind, you can read better. Okay, so this paper behind, top, here, mirror, here. Okay, the issue is this: if this is mirror, where to stop? Where to stop? Where to stop? If you want to stop your mirror, stop your mirror. You need to typically you need to connect. Take a look at. You need to connect. Make a guideline. Or you can do this. You can all the way bring this one down to here. Down to floor plan, floor, then floor, connected to floor to validation points towards here. I have pointed with this corner, this edge. Then I bring up. Then I can determine the, I'm going to end here. You can see end. So now this is mirror. This is mirror. Later, yeah. So anyway, from here, I'm going to zoom in my camera. So this is make sure I plan to cut from here because I'm going to move my camera. So later you are not going to see this one. But you have to know, here's the, from here corner, I standing from here, station point is then connected to corner. Then I have this one. And also cut from here, everything you have the transfer. I'm going to use red color. I use red color to make this one. Okay, cut here. Okay, so red line. I need to transfer everything. Transfer to this line. So this line is very important. And also station point here. We have a validation point. Everybody take a look at the screen, please. Validation points. Then this line. So this line, this is called picture plan or cutting plan. So which means, look like you have a piece of paper. I'm standing, you have to transfer all the point, this point, connected to station point, transfer to here. This point, end point, connected to station point, transfer to here. So everything point, you have the transfer to picture plan. Because eventually, I'm going to cut here. I'm going to show section cutting here. So this is very important. So you can decide, depend on your drawing, you can make this line here. If you want to move this one, it's up to you. You can move. You can move this line. So I decide to cut here. I decide to cut here. If you decide to cut here, that's fine. It's up to you. Where you want to cut. This time I decide cut here. I decide to cut here. Okay. So cut. So everybody, your floor plan, you decide where you want to cut. You can cut here, or you can cut here, or you can cut here. Yeah. So if you cut here, so which means this line, this one cutting plan could be changed. So this time if I put this paper behind, okay, so now take a look at it. If I put this paper behind here, so right now I determine my picture plan here. If I transfer up this one here, if I move up this corner, if I transfer here, that could be changed. If you move this cutting plan or picture plan, so everything is changed. So you decide. You want here, you want here, you want here. You decide. Okay? You can change. but everything transfer look like you if you have hold a piece of paper. So this time you paper like this, yeah. So your station point, you're standing from here. Take a look at everything. Okay, I put this one behind. I change my camera. Detail for inside. For inside, I since I cut exactly, you can see center from faucets. So this time you can mix with the freehand. So this is not final. Okay, so this is not final. Make sure later ink I try to make it best. Okay, so I have a so this is a connected to VP. This is a sync. Okay, and also this is a mirror. Think about the structure. And also this is just the structures. Okay, I didn't show all details. So this is overall. And this part, which is shelf, okay. So this part, I'm gonna add the details. I have a pipe, just the drain is a detail. The thickness for the cabinet. Okay. I just add more details. Okay. And also ceiling connected to VP. Ceiling. Then ceiling where to stop. You can see where to stop. To stop, you have to find it from floor plan. We find it from floor plan. Up. Okay. It's here. Here stop. Oh, by the way, here's, and also this ceiling. Do you remember this ceiling, which is we have a cove light here. We have a cove light. Then continue from here. Then make a line. Okay, perfect. And this is a floor. Take a look at, I put this paper behind. See, we have this shape. We got this shape. Floor. This is edge, floor edge. Then connected to vanishing points here. Then vertical line. The corner edge. Okay. Then I make this part. I have this one shell. So floor. So first, take a look at this. This is a shape. We have this shape. Take a look at. Okay, you can trace this shape. You can trace it. This is elevation. Okay. This is elevation. I believe here's panel. Door. Okay. Then this one. So use a parallel bar. I use a parallel bar. Okay, this is a countertop. The base. Okay. Now take a look at. I put a paper behind. So cabinet, we have this cabinet. I connect it to VP. See? Connected to VP. Validation point here. Then this one connected to VP validation points. And then this one. If I'm not confirmed yet, I'm not pushed too hard, okay? Until I confirmed, I push hard. Connected to VP validation points. The counter. Okay. Base. So where to stop this one? Stop we can find it from here. We have this point. Then this point connected to, make sure connected to station point. Then transfer up. Okay. Transfer up. Okay, transfer. Then we have point from here. Transfer up. Then I give it thickness. This one we can all the way connect it to another side. Here. Take a look at this point. So this one can determine the sealing thickness. Then this point connected to VP. Horizontal line. Okay, I have a point here. Then point from here, vertical. Okay, vertical. Find a point. Horizontal, vertical, and also meter to validation points, all working together. Okay. Take a look at. I have this section. And also this is a push back a little bit. Push back. I can transfer to floor plan. Floor plan connected to validation points, the station points. Push back a little bit. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I almost got it, this one. So now take a look at this part. I can say inside for the panel, inside for this structure. Yeah. So now take a look at I have a floor plan here. These 2 points I need to connect it to station point. Take a look at station point. Connect it here to station point here. Then the point here, you can see the point connected to station point. Transfer to picture plan. Connect. Perfect. Good. I have point door here to here, here to here. Then I make a vertical line. From here. Take a look at. Bring up vertical line. Door. Here's door. Okay, I got a door. So because my pencil is not sharp enough, so sometimes a little bit offset. Okay, a little bit offset. And a door. Okay, how can I determine the height for this door? So for this door, you can see from this plan here, we can exactly find the height. So this door, actually, I can do this to the edge. I transfer from here to here, then I bring down to vanishing points here. Transfer door. It's hard to see. I transfer to the corner. I have this corner. Bring up. Put this paper behind. Okay. So this is up to here. And you just make sure this door slide. Let me see. Or almost the same size with, or this is slightly lower than here. Slightly lower than here. So this door must be like this. I make it lower. Okay, so this door like this. Door. And also baseboard. I make a baseboard. So baseboard I can see from here. I can transfer from here baseboard. Transfer here baseboard size. Transfer to here. Vertical. Then horizontal baseboard. Okay, then transfer from this point to vanishing points. That's baseboard. Okay, so we can see here's a baseboard. This is now final ink. Okay, so this is pencil drawing. Pencil drawing, you can do whatever you want it. You can mark down. You can mark down. Okay, so now some detail I can add later. Some detail. So structure. I'm working for this structure. So this is wall, ceiling, floor, Okay, so now you can see. And also here, here. Okay. Oh, by the way, I forgot some detail we can add. A sconce. Yeah, here's door cabinet, and also from here we can show lighting fixture. We have a stripe light. We get a stripe light. So right now I do think I just make a little bit of floor pattern. If you want to add a floor pattern, or maybe just that's it. So this one just keep the structure maybe. Like here's a. This is a lighting fixture. Lighting fixture. So right now we can see easy to see. I make a lighting fixture here. Lighting fixture. Okay, I'm gonna move this part. This is structure. Wall. Okay, so this time this is a sink. I have a sink, and also this is a sink, and this is a cabinet, and also back we have a backsplash. Okay, here's the water faucets, and this is a mirror. Okay, mirror. If you want to add more detail, it's up to you. You can add more details. Okay, add more details, and also this is a frame. Yeah, frame. Maybe here's a block. You just make a block. Okay, so this is wall and a button. We have a block, okay, and this part, this is a panel. So this is a shelf. Okay, this is a top shelf, yeah, and this part, which is a ceiling. So I didn't add more structure. I only show the millwork. And this is a structure. Oh, by the way, this one I can do this if you want. Ceiling, or this one I can give this. I can make it a board. These are just the details. If you want to show, but I didn't show all details. This is just to show frame. If you want to show frame. Okay. Connected VP. So this is just to give you idea of the behind. I just random draw some details. Okay. Yeah, we have a frame block behind. Okay. Structure, just to show structures behind. Okay. This is a panel. And this is a drawer. We are not going to show that detail. Okay, so final, take a look at. I'm going to make a freehand drawing. Here's the door. I close this door, close. Yeah, here's the. I still can like original this one open a little bit. We still can see inside like this one. Yeah, you can make a little bit, open a little bit. I open here, open, and also behind If you want, you can show behind this one. Behind you have anyway this one. You have the all the way connect. I need to find this point. Let's see. Okay. Continue. I still can show a little bit of flow. I cannot see ceiling. And the pictures, yeah, no problem. This is just a freehand drawing. So I'm not ink it, so later we can ink it. I think pretty much everything. Corner. This one just something we can freehand add. Freehand add the details. So this just indicated the black color. I can do anything what I want it. See, this is structure. Okay. And the flow. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, next step we can consider ink it. Oh, by the way, here's a towel. I just random draw. Oh, sconce, I forgot. Sconce. So this time you can add. You can add any detail if you want it. I have a sconce. I add later, just freehand add it. And also, this is a towel. That's pretty much everything. And also accessory, if you want to add an accessory, you can add any accessory if you want it. Yeah, so take a look at this one design. Look like straight line. Take a look at what I'm going to do. I can do this. I can make a guideline. I make this point here. I transferred. Take a look at. Transfer is pointed to here. Oh, I use a blue color. Maybe you read it better. Transfer this point to here. Another point here. I transfer to here. Then I'm going to connect this point here. Tile. This T, I write down T. If I'm not write down T, I'm gonna forget T. So this paper you can do anything you want it. This is T. I'm gonna connect it to VP. T, VP, T, connected to VP. But you can see this is diagonal line, right? This is diagonal. How can I do that? Diagonal line, yes, you still can do that. Diagonal line. I need to make a box first. Take a look at. I make a box. I make this. This is a square box. I find this point. Take a look at this point. Connected to station point. Okay. Station point. Then I move up here. Perfect. I got it. I find a point here. It's almost here. Okay. So now I make a horizontal line. Okay. Then take a look at. So this box, take a look at this shape. What is this shape here? This shape, which is a shape from here. This box here. I need to make the straight line first. I cannot make a diagonal direct. Diagonal is very difficult. So this is 2 points. That's 2 points perspective. That's I find this horizontal line. Then take a look. I connect it from this point. Almost close. Here to here. Take a look at. I find a point here. This is 2 points VP if this is diagonal. And I'll find it from here. I need to make this line. Make this line connected to this point. I have another. This is VP, blue color VP. I have a point here. I have a point here. Okay. So this point, which is here, take a look at. I make a diagonal line here. Then this way. 1, 2, 3. Connected from here. 4. Okay. So this point here. This point. Find it from this VP. Vanishing point here. Then I find a new point here. Okay, so right now I got a new diagonal tile. I get a diagonal tile. I get a border. I get a border. Border. I get a border. Yep. Okay, so right now, pretty much the ink drawing, a pencil drawing just like this. I think that's enough. Pencil drawing. So next step, you can move. So here I add a shell, add one shell. Toe. Light. I add some accessory. Power.
stations picked out.
Okay.